All right, so I really wanted a overhead console in my truck. This is a 2006 F250, and it did not come with one. It's an old truck. I like it, and I really wanted to make an overhead console work. So in my wisdom, I got one on eBay pretty inexpensively, and it sat in the garage for a while. I got it to match the interior. It doesn't look like it, but it does match. And so I came out here one day motivated with some half-ass razor blades and started to cut a hole. And I put in this white bezel here. I mean, I intend to paint it, but you just can't see it on camera if it matches or whatever. But I cut it and fucked up, and it overlaps the corners. So anyway, this black part that's in here now is the part that fits under there. If I would have rounded those corners, I probably would have fit it, and I wouldn't have had any of it show. But like I said, in my wisdom, I fucked it up. So anyway, I made that little stupid bezel. This is just some shit that I found on the side of the road. It's fiberglass, and it's thin enough, I guess, and it seemed to work to hide that thing. Maybe someday, like I said, it's an old truck. I'll get the headliner redone or something, and then give me an excuse to get this fixed the right way. But for now, there's really nothing on YouTube that shows how to remove or how to retro one of these overhead consoles. It's like there's a rail, a frame support across the top, and it has the slot in it. This truck does not come with a overhead console, but it's like Ford put all these spots and slots, the slots up front for the clips and everything to fit in. So I came out here, started cutting. I was being very conservative at first, and then I was thinking, oh, I looked at one online, and I'm like, oh, on a video or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I need to cut it bigger. The only thing is, I think this black thing is supposed to go in when the headliner's not in, because it was a pain in the ass to get that thing to wrestle in. There's it connects to this slot back here. This thing has like some wings, so it's not just supported by a couple of clips in this plastic. This plastic is pretty robust, but it was just so difficult to wrestle this thing in here, bend these wings in just a little bit. They don't flex much, and get them wrestled in. But anyway, that's what I did. It's totally possible. I would just say that cut the hole as small as you can. Make sure you round the corners. I mean, you might even trace the outline of this when you put it on. I would maybe trace the outline of it on, and then you'll know like where your even with just pencil or something that you could remove. That way you'll know to kind of stay away from it. That'll probably be the best bet. I didn't want to ride on it. I didn't want to ruin the current headliner. But of course, I touch everything, I break it. So if anybody has any input or whatever, or questions, I mean, I'll try to help out the best I can if you're gonna take on this endeavor. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Out.